We're at the North Carolina Speedway for the 2004 Subway 400, the second race of the 2004 NASCAR NEXTEL Cup Series. Bobby Labonte earns his second pole in the row. Hopefully he gets to keep it this time with Rusty Wallace to his outside. Johnny Benson in the 96 car is the only car to fail to qualify this week.
Yeah, it's too bad for that 96 team. Tough start to the year for them.
Meanwhile, further back, we take a look at our Daytona 500 winner, Ricky Rudd.
Yeah, that was awesome for Ricky's second Daytona 500 victory. Of course, Jerry Jones awfully happy this week. Team Lone Star, Daytona 500 champions. Have to see if his teammate Jeff Green can break through at some point this year.
Yes, we will, Chip. Pace car headed down pit road, 3 Pontiacs. Labonte, Wallace, and Robinson lead them to the green. We are racing in the Subway 400 at Rockingham.
Great start there for Bobby. Yeah, he making up for lost time after that technical problem at the start of last week. See there, we got a challenge on Shawn Robinson for third place. That's Ty Bodine, that 43 car. You see his teammate there, Adam Petty, in the 45, working the inside there as well.
Yeah, 3 wide there, the 2 Penske cars to the outside of our defending NEXTEL Cup champion Earnhardt Jr. 43 car Bodine up to second. We look back at Earnhardt Jr. there, the first side-by-side. He's followed by the most recent winner here at Rockingham. That's Jimmy Johnson in that 48 car.
Meanwhile, you see there 3 wide back there between Bill Elliott. You got Kyle Petty there once again in the field. So 3 Petty Enterprises cars. They're all running in the top 10 right now, doing very good. As is this man right here, Bobby Labonte.
Yeah, Labonte absolutely dominating so far here at Rockingham, although here comes Bodine in the 43 and his teammate Petty in the 45.
Yeah, them Petty Enterprises Dodgers seem to really have figured something out this week. We look back here, more 3-wide action going on. Casey Canewell works the inside of Kyle Petty. Kyle bounced off the wall a little bit. Uh-oh, we got trouble. Shauna's spinning. The caution's out. She gets into park, and Jeff Green there goes for a spin cycle there. It looks like she will be okay.
Racing back to the caution here. It looks like it's going to be Labonte over Bodine. Bodine gets the wall there a little bit, so that's going to Earnhardt Jr. to get second position coming to the caution there. Johnson up to 4th now as Labonte continues to lead here at Rockingham. Field going to close in ranks to get ready to make their pit stops. We see we've got Adam Petty there running in 4th, followed by Mayfield and Ryan Newman.
Yeah, Newman's a guy we haven't talked about a lot this year yet, but obviously won the most races last year, so very good team there. Here comes Bobby getting ready to bring this field down pit road.
Be an interesting situation to see who pits, who stays out. Looks like Todd Bodine and Jimmy Johnson are going to stay on the racetrack here, so Bodine will be the new leader come restart time. Labonte will be deep in the field there, but with fresh tires and fuel.
Yeah, but it's to see what happens here on this restart with mix of strategies.
Uh-oh, we're hearing there's a problem on that 43 car of Todd Bodine. He's going to have to come down pit road and forfeit the lead to the most recent winner here at Rockingham. That is the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. He won here at North Carolina Speedway back in November.
Yeah, tough break for Todd. You know, they had some mighty fast race cars today, but tell you what, Jimmy Johnson here got a pretty stout.
Johnson leads them single file back to the restart with Mayfield in second, followed by Ryan Newman. Chevrolet, Dodge, Pontiac lead them back to the green. And once again, we are racing at the Rock.
Yeah, no contest there for Jimmy on the restart. Man, that was a tough break for Todd Bodine. He had a fast hot ride today, but I tell you what, look at Ryan Newman here. He works the inside of the 91 of Mayfield. He's got a good run. We got 2 drivers in their third NEXTEL Cup season, potentially here going to be 1-2, followed by the veteran Bill Elliott coming into view back there.
Yeah, good start to the season for Elliott there. He's up in the 4th position, followed by Rusty Wallace in 5th. We take a look at Newman here working to the inside of Elliott's teammate Mayfield for the 2nd spot. Casey Kane also coming into view there with his fellow Ford driver Kurt Busch not far behind as well.
It looks like Newman gets the pass done. Mayfield gets the wall there a little bit off of 4 as Johnson continues to lead here at Rockingham. Looks like Elliott and Wallace also going to get past Mayfield.
Uh-oh, trouble back here. Waltrip gets into Ricky Craven, goes for a spin. Craven spinning through the grass. That will once again bring out the yellow flag here. Both cars appear to be able to continue. We see that heavily damaged car of Jeff Green from the earlier accident with Shauna Robinson. Johnson wins the race back to the caution. As we saw there briefly, Bobby Labonte, the early leader, continuing to work his way up through traffic. Newman catches up to Johnson's back bumper, followed by his teammate Rusty Wallace. They're going to have to sort it out here under caution for who got back for third position. It looks like it's going to be Casey Kane.
Yeah, fourth position. Yeah, you're right, Bill. But yeah, Casey Kane really moving here today at Rockingham. But to see, we expect a lot of these guys who did not pit earlier to come down pit road for 4 tires and 76 racing fuel this time. So we've got Kyle Petty continuing to have a good day. We see there in the back. Also shout out Ron Fellows, currently in the 6th position. Although we expect that's about to change. All these pit stops going on. Some guys who pitted earlier are probably going to stay out.
Yes, looks like a few cars staying on the racetrack as the leaders make their way down here to the other end of pit road. Rusty Wallace in.
Yeah, Rusty's in. 4 tires all around. You got Jimmy in. Got Ryan Newman in there on the bottom. Looks like everybody completed their service. Shauna's done. She's coming around. Johnson's out. And let's see here. Race off pit road. How are they going to line up? You see Dale Jarrett.
It looks like Rusty Wallace is going to be the race leader as Bobby Labonte takes the wave around. Green flag back in the air. Dale Jarrett now in the 2nd position. That's the teammate there of Casey Kane. So we've got 2 of those Robert Yates racing cars in the top 4 right now as Wallace now tries to put Kenny Irwin a lap down.
It looks like he's going to get by that 42 car. Also going to get around the 32 of Ken Schrader. And, man, tough brake. The adjustments have just not gone the right way here as Bobby Labonte, our early leader, is about to get lapped by Rusty Wallace.
Yeah, that is tough for him for sure. Meanwhile, Johnson looks to the inside of Dale Jarrett for that 2nd position. And don't look now, our Daytona 500 winner, Ricky Rudd, is in the top 5.
Yeah, Ricky Rudd trying to hold on to that NEXTEL Cup points lead. Of course, whoever wins this race can get that big 25 bonus points. So potentially that could be a challenge to Rudd just trying to top 5 his way to keep the points lead. But we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, we see Bill Elliott back there trying to work past some of them lap cars as well.
Rusty Wallace now in some lap traffic behind Jeff Burton and Kerry Earnhardt. That's allowed Casey Kane to be in 2nd place now. He's caught up to the back bumper. And we've also got Sterling Marlin coming into view there as well.
Yeah, look, go on board here with Casey. He's looking the inside of Rusty. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting here as they go down to 1 and 2. Looks like he's going to probably use that lap car, Kerry Earnhardt, as a pick. As Marlin works the inside here of Rusty Wallace for the 2nd position.
Sterling Marlin, the 2001 Winston Cup champion, works to the inside. As now Casey Kane leads off the corner, but he's stuck on the outside. Here comes Marlin. It's going to be Kane at the inside line this time. But look, don't look now. That number 40, Silver Bullet, works to the inside of the 38 car. We have a new leader in Rockingham, and that is the 2001 champion, Sterling Marlin.
It's been nearly a year and a half since Marlin won a NEXTEL Cup race. He gets loose there. Yellow flag's out. Uh-oh, we got a crash in front of the leaders. They're going to race it back to the line here. So Kane, it looks like, is going to win the race back to the line. But we will have to see here what happened with that crash here.
Looks like Ricky Hendrick just gets into the 21 of Dave Blaney, gets sent up the racetrack, spins down right in front of the leaders, and then the 0 car of Jason Leffler just has absolutely nowhere to go. That creates a big stack up. So Kane going to lead them back to this late race restart here with Marlin in 2nd. Can Kane hold on for his 2nd career NEXTEL Cup Series victory? Will be just his 39th start.
Yeah, I don't know. You see, you got Sterling Marlin there right on his back bumper. Sterling got a good restart. He's going to give Casey a run for his money here as they head down towards 3 and 4.
Marlin looking to the inside of that number 38 M&M's Ford. He gets a good run down the front straightaway, and at the line, Marlin takes the lead here.
Rusty Wallace is clear there for that third position, but I don't think he's going to be a part of this as Marlin's pulling away now a little bit. See, Mark Martin, our 2002 champion, has worked his way into the top 5 back there now. As Marlin continues to pull away from this 38 car, what a rocket ship they've managed to put together here in that 40 team as Kane gets the wall there off the corner a little bit.
Yes, they absolutely are rolling in that 40 car right now. Meanwhile, Rusty Wallace in the third position. He may be the NEXTEL Cup points leader after this race, we're hearing. So great start to the season for the driver of the number 2 Miller Lite Pontiac.
Yes, it is. And yeah, as we mentioned, Mark Martin now up to that fourth position. He works the inside of the lap car of Kerry Earnhardt there. Tough start to the season for Kerry. But yeah, great job for Mark. Mark a little slowed up there in the corner, though. We see Bobby Labonte in front of the lap car there. And how about this? Ron Fellows having a top 5 day, followed by, you see, Jimmy Johnson. You got Bill Elliott and Kevin Harvick there. Our top 7 right now.
Yeah, Fellows has really started to figure out these oval tracks. Of course, got a win at Bristol last August, his first on an oval. So, yeah, watch out, everybody. You see his teammates, Michael Waltrip and Steve Park, further back here, trying to eke out a good finish. As you see Ward Burton there in the number 20 Home Depot Pontiac runs in the 9th position. So, yeah, Waltrip currently in 10th. We've got Kurt Busch there. Meanwhile, we go up front to the 40 car of Marlin, who continues to pull away from this field here at Rockingham.
Yeah, Sterling, smooth sailing for him right now. I tell you what, Casey Kane is just a speck in his mirror right now.
Marlin rounds 3 and 4 are continuing to make that gap even larger to the number 38 car. Comes across the line here. Continuing to lead, we go on board with Kane. Look how far out Marlin is right now.
Yeah, that's something, I tell you what, how much he's pulled away. Casey, just the tires seem to be going away on that car, and that's too bad for him. But still, solid run. Put him in a solid spot in the points here. Marlin works off the corner, heading down the front straightaway once again. White flag in the air. Just 4 corners to go for old Sterling.
Sterling Marlin, the 2001 champion, has not won in nearly a year and a half. Chip Ganassi Racing has not won in nearly a year and a half. They went winless in all of 2003, and in just the second race of the 2004 NASCAR NEXTEL Cup Series, the Ganassi Dodgers go back to victory lane. Sterling Marlin wins at North Carolina Speedway for his 15th career NEXTEL Cup win.
Yeah, Kane second. See, Ron Fellows does hold on for 5th as Rusty Wallace takes the points lead. Marlin with those 25 bonus points up to 3rd place.
We're out in Las Vegas for the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400. Casey Atwood has the pole position, and he is one of today's Winston No-Bull 5 contenders, along with Ryan Newman to his outside there. We've got NEXTEL Cup points leader there, Rusty Wallace, starting in 3rd. No part-time team showed up this week, so everyone, including the 96 of Johnny Benson, is in the field today.
Yeah, kind of nice to that. I don't have to send anybody home. Say, we do have 5 guys that we can send home $1 million richer. That's Dale Earnhardt Jr., Ryan Newman, Casey Atwood, Jerry Nadeau, and Jamie McMurray. Those were the top 5 at Talladega last fall. And EA Sports gets in the game 500.
That's right, Chip. And of course, we've got Newman was the winner of that race at Talladega last fall. He leads them to the green alongside Casey Atwood, who gets a great start.
Yes, he does. Great start for Casey there. See, Newman actually going to get pounced on there a little bit by his teammate, Rusty Wallace, NEXTEL Cup points leader, as Atwood's teammate there, the 9 of Bill Elliott, also trying to work his way into this fight here to the inside of Jimmy Johnson. Meanwhile, Ty Bodine in the 6th position looking for redemption after having a mechanical issue at Rockingham last week.
Yes, that was a heartbreaker for Bodine. He was leading that race when that issue happened. Looks like Atwood is going to lead the first lap here. Oh, and we got trouble. Mark Martin and Tony Stewart hard on the wall off of 4. Looks like that's going to end Martin's day and severely damage Stewart's car.
Yeah, looks like he have a tire down or something. That car's going all over the place. That's like me when I'm on the interstate trying to block everybody.
I'm just going to ignore that comment for a moment, Chip. But yeah, let's take a look at the replay here. Hard on the wall. Looks like Martin thought he was clear of Stewart, just was not. That might be a little bit on the spotter. But yeah, tough break for those guys.
Tell you who's not having a tough break right now, that's Casey Atwood. He's going to lead this field back to green, single file. And he's currently in the catbird seat to be $1 million richer after the day.
That he is, Chip. A long way to go here. Wallace works to the outside of Atwood there on the restart. But it looks like that's actually going to allow Atwood's teammate, Bill Elliott, to work to the inside here. So two of the cars from a Chrysler Corporation manufacturer, Dodge, are going to be leading here at the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400. They've got to be excited about that. Uh-oh, and more trouble. And, if the previous wreck didn't knock Tony Stewart out, it looks like that one will. He gets hard into the 44 of Ricky Craven, involved in an accident for the second week in a row, as Atwood once again wins the race back to the caution with his teammate, Elliott, now in second. So another single file restart here at Las Vegas. Atwood leads, followed by Elliott, Wallace, Newman, and Todd Bodine in fifth. And great start for Atwood. Another great start there. You see Ron Fellows once again running in the 6th position after that top 5 finish last week. If we didn't think he had figured out ovals last week, I think there's no question about that now.
Yeah, he's been really working hard. We hear a lot of testing this year and stuff. I know his car owner, Dale Earnhardt's really praised the work ethic he's put into these races. But I tell you who else has really been putting in the work, that's Casey Atwood. Of course, he finished second in points last year, but still only has the lone victory. That was at Darlington nearly a year ago, trying to change that today.
We go on board here. We got a fight for the lead. 3 wide. Rusty Wallace goes to the inside of Marlin and Casey Atwood. So now Rusty Wallace is going to be leading at Las Vegas. Atwood, the dominant car of the day, shuffled back all the way to the 4th position now, as here comes Todd Bodine trying to get the lead.
Yeah, Todd Bodine really trying to get moving. Say, I tell you what, this is the Dodge day right now. We got 4 Dodges in the top 6 right now. Bodine, Marlin, Elliott, and Atwood. Although Rusty Wallace trying to say something about that. Here comes Marlin back to the inside of the 43 off of the corner, trying to go 2 in a row after going winless for a while. How about a couple fourths working into this? We got Casey Kane, last week's runner-up, and Ricky Rudd, Daytona 500 winner. Rudd going for the 4th position right now.
And that's going to relegate Atwood all the way back to 7th. We see Newman and Earnhardt Jr., 2 more of those drivers trying to get $1 million richer today. They run in the 8th and 9th positions right now. Earnhardt Jr. working the inside of Newman, as Bodine now single file for the lead. Marlin and Wallace, 2 former champions, continue to battle side by side for second. And don't look now, here comes Ricky Rudd trying to get into that battle as well.
Yeah, Rudd and those Lone Star cars are on it.
43 of Bodine still leading here out in Sin City. We've got the 19 car of Atwood trying to battle his way back into this. He has dominated this race. He works to the inside of last week's winner Marlin. Now he just has the 43 to go.
He's got a head of steam going down the front straightaway too. We go on board with him. And Casey knows, he sees that $1 million in front of him. He knows that 43 car costs a lot less than $1 million, so even if he had to write old Richard Petty a check, it's okay. Just put that 43 car on the wall, because Casey will have a lot of money to replace it with.
So I don't think just the cost of the car is the only thing worth considering when wrecking your opponent, but you know what, Chip? You can think what you want to think. Meanwhile, another driver going for $1 million, Earnhardt Jr. is up to the 4th position, our defending NEXTEL Cup champion. And he works the inside of Marlin and Bodine. He's going for 2nd.
Yeah, Dale Jr. really wants to try to pass Casey for that $1 million. Uh-oh, a little contact there between Rusty and Bodine. They managed to get it sorted out, but that's going to bring Ryan Newman, another driver going for $1 million, into this fight as well. As now Bodine's going to try to look back to the inside of Marlin.
Both of them go up the racetrack a little bit. Tiny bit of contact between them. Marlin gets the wall. That's going to allow Newman on the apron to get to the inside of his teammate, get past Marlin, and potentially make a move on Bodine into 1 and 2.
Yeah, this is great racing all around here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Although I tell you who's living all this battling, that's Mr. Casey Atwood here out front, as he is absolutely pulling away from Dale Jr. right now.
Atwood still leads, but he's getting a renewed challenge here. The 43 of Bodine coming back into view. Bodine going for his second career NEXTEL Cup win, as is Atwood. Atwood, though, has $1 million on the line. Meanwhile, NEXTEL Cup points leader Rusty Wallace works to the inside of Bodine, which is everything that Atwood wants to see right now. Battle for second. The Atwood's teammate, Jeremy Mayfield, is in the 4th position and looking for more. Ryan Newman rounds out the top 5. He also is eligible for that $1 million, but will he be a part of this? Atwood leads them back to the line here at Las Vegas and takes the white flag. 4 corners, 1.5 miles to go for $1 million for Casey Atwood as his teammate Jeremy Mayfield passes the 43 of Bodine for that 3rd position. Newman trying to work on the 4th position. Earnhardt Jr. in 6th. $1 million will not be coming to their bank accounts, but if he can hold on in turns 3 and 4, it will be coming to Casey Atwood. The lap car of Jimmy Johnson does not appear to be in the way to interfere. Casey Atwood, take it away, Chip.
Casey Atwood's going to win $1 million. Yeah, woo! Man, Casey, I tell you what, if you need somebody to share that with, you got your biggest fan up here. I could really use $1 million, so call me up.
You know, Chip, I think Casey appreciates your fandom, but I'm not sure he appreciates it that much. Atwood does move up to 2nd in NEXTEL Cup points behind Rusty Wallace. We're in Atlanta for the 2004 Golden Corral 500. Jeff Gordon starts from the pole with Steve Park to his outside there. Rusty Wallace, NEXTEL Cup points leader in 3rd. Last week's winner, Casey Atwood, starts 5th. The only car going home today, Morty Buckles, attempted to make the race here, and Hank Aaron, the town that he played baseball in. Gordon and Park set to lead them to the green here. We are racing in the NEXTEL Cup Series at Atlanta.
Great start for Gordon. That's his first pole with new crew chief Chad Canals. They got to be pretty excited about that. Greg Biffle looked like going to get the jump there on Rusty Wallace from the outside and take that 3rd position on the start of this race. As down the back straightaway here, single file all the way to Atwood, Adam Petty and Ryan Newman first side by side, followed by Ricky Rudd and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Gordon gets a good run off the high side there to lead this first lap. Park trying to work there to the inside with help from Biffle. It looks like he's going to get a run into turns 1 and 2, although he slips up the racetrack. That's going to allow Biffle to take a look at the lead here. We go on board with him as we head down the back straightaway.
I'll tell you what, that number 1 Pennzoil car looks so good in that black and yellow paint scheme right there. Meanwhile, here comes Rusty Wallace trying to make it almost 4 wide for the lead. He comes out the corner. It looks like our NEXTEL Cup points leader is going to get 5 bonus points here. He's going to lead the line over Biffle.
And here comes last week's winner, the 19 of Atwood, as well as Adam Petty and defending champion Earnhardt Jr. in the view. We've got 7 cars under our blanket here. Atwood now working to the inside of points leader Wallace.
And don't look now, Adam Petty trying to take this lead. He goes 4 wide almost underneath Biffle, Wallace, and Atwood. Here comes Earnhardt Jr. They are all over each other at the top of the field here. Michael Waltrip coming into view, Jeff Green. And here comes Earnhardt Jr. He's won the last 2 races here at Atlanta, trying to go 3 in a row. Nearly gets into Atwood off the corner there. That's going to allow Adam Petty to get a little bit of a gap on the field right now. But down the back straightaway here comes Earnhardt Jr.'s teammate Michael Waltrip into view. And that's just what Adam wants to see. Although, take a look at this. Dale's got a good run down the front straightaway. Uh-oh, we got trouble. Scott Wimmer off the front of Casey Kane. Yellow flag's out. Oh, and a hard hit there for Kenny Irwin. Irwin goes for a slide through the grass. Almost takes out the official there. But luckily does not. And he spins back on the racetrack.
So Earnhardt Jr., it looks like, is going to be scored as the race leader here as the Pontiac pace car comes onto the racetrack. Earnhardt Jr. makes the dive below the apron to make a pit stop here. Going to try to get some tires and fuel, strategize here. His teammate Michael Waltrip up to 2nd, followed by Adam Petty. Great start for him today. And the 97 of Greg Biffle.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Adam Petty's teammate Todd Bodine the last couple of weeks. Had good speed, but here's some of that starting to spill over to that 45 car too. As you see, Todd does have a good run today into the back half of the top 10 there in that 43 Cheerios car.
Yes, great run for those guys. Earnhardt Jr. leads them down pit road. He's got a long way down. He is coming into his box now, as does his teammate Michael Waltrip. Adam Petty in as well.
Great start for Waltrip. We think that might have been a gas and go. He gets away. Jeff Gordon now, pole sitter, gets to his box. Jeff Green going to be in second, followed by Bill Elliott, Adam Petty.
Yes, Waltrip leads. His teammate Earnhardt Jr. relegated back to the 5th position on this restart. Dale Jarrett moves to the outside as they get underway. Car owner of the leader, Dale Earnhardt, runs in the 7th position right now.
Yeah, this track's been kind of Earnhardt's of all kinds. Dale Earnhardt Jr. swept the races last year. Dale Sr. has a lot of wins here, as most recently is in 2000. We've got Jeff Green. Talk about it. We talked about his teammate a lot, Ricky Rudd, this year, but good run for him. As here come the Ray Evernham cars of Elliott and Atwood working the inside of Green here.
Michael Waltrip continues to lead here at Atlanta. He's made quite the gap here over Greg Biffle in the 97. Lap car Jimmy Johnson coming up. Meanwhile, in the 3rd position is Ricky Rudd. Adam Petty runs in 4th. Here comes Waltrip trying to lap Johnson here off of turn 4. Going to ride behind him here for a second. That's going to allow Biffle with a huge run of steam. Yeah, man, Biffle just absolutely powers around the outside. Johnson really holding up Waltrip there as Waltrip gets stuck in his wake. And how about Greg Biffle going for his 2nd career Nextel Cup victory in the number 97 Sharpie Ford. He's got a huge lead. Here comes another Ford. Ricky Rudd up to the 2nd position. There might almost be a problem on that 15 car of Michael Waltrip. What are we hearing, Chip?
Yeah, I don't know. Michael is not happy with how that car's handling right now at all. Biffle, we hear maybe he has a tire going down or something as Biffle continues to pull away. As Ricky Rudd now 2nd, but he's probably 10 car lengths back.
Greg Biffle continues to lead here at Atlanta. His only career Nextel Cup win came at a 1.5 mile track like Atlanta. That was Las Vegas over a year ago now. And the only concern we're hearing right now in that 97 team is the fuel situation.
Yeah, he and Adam, a lot of these guys that pitted earlier, we're a little worried about their fuel. We'll see what happens here. Biffle's slowing, we're hearing. He might be out of gas. Yep, the 97's out of gas, as is a 45 of Petty. That's going to hand the lead back to Michael Waltrip. Maybe that wasn't a tire. Maybe that was him being smart and saving some fuel.
Yeah, perhaps some good fuel strategy there by the crew chief on the 15 car. We see Jeff Burton coming off pit road. He ran out of gas. The question is, can Waltrip hold on, or will Ricky Rudd perhaps inherit the lead?
Waltrip heading through turns 3 and 4 right now. We're hearing that car sputter a little bit. Let's see what he does this time. Looks like Waltrip's going to come down pit road, as is Rudd. That's going to leave, looks like Todd Bodine and Jeff Gordon out.
Bodine leading, but not for long. Here comes Jeff Gordon. That new crew chief checking out on that car. Has he worked some magic with the fuel tank? Jeff Gordon had the pole today. Could he, for the 2nd week in a row, have the pole and the win? That's what Casey Atwood did last week. They're here behind the lap car of Jeff Burton as Adam Petty completes his service. Todd Bodine right on the back bumper of that 24 car. Looks like both of them are going to stay out for this time. But are they good on fuel? That's the question here at Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know. Jeff Gordon leads them back to the line. White flag in the air. And Todd Bodine is still right there. But Jeff Gordon, though, trying to hold on here for his first win with his new crew chief.
You see Michael Waltrip, who had to surrender the lead there, coming off of pit road. We go on board with Todd Bodine. He's going to have one more opportunity here in 3 and 4. But if Gordon's good on fuel, I don't know if that'll be enough, although he gets right in on the back bumper of Gordon. Gordon's teammate, Ricky Hendrick, the lap car, potentially in the way. But it looks like the 24 is going to hold on. Chad Knaus going to get his first victory with Jeff Gordon, who gets his 59th career Nextel Cup win. Todd Bodine 2nd. Ward Burton, good run in 3rd with his teammate Bobby Labonte in 4th. Rusty Wallace continues to lead the Nextel Cup points with Atwood and Mayfield. Adam Petty has the pole for today's Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. Defending Nextel Cup champ Dale Earnhardt Jr., who is outside. Good start there for Shauna Robinson in the 77 as well in 3rd.
Yeah, and Adam had a good run last week. Unfortunately, the field couldn't hold on. Once again, no cars going home like at Las Vegas today, so everybody's in the field. That's nice for them. But, yeah, Adam's really starting to come into his own here.
Adam Petty going to lead the field of green here. Green flag in the air. Earnhardt Jr., though, gets the better jump. He actually leads at the line there coming to the green.
You are allowed to do that. You can pass on the outside before the start-finish line, just not the inside.
No contest, though, if the inside's better through 1 and 2. That's going to allow Adam to take the lead. And Earnhardt Jr. gets the first Darlington stripe of the day. That allows Robinson and Newman to make passes there.
Yeah, I tell you what, Shauna, she's, obviously this is the best equipment she's ever been in, and she's really coming into her own. That's great for her. If Adam's going to get those 5 bonus points, lead the first lap here at Darlington. And how about Shauna right here? She's having a great run. Here comes the 12th car, and Newman looking to her inside. Here, her teammate, a little contact there. It looked like Steve Park and Casey Kane further back there. But they got sorted out, and once again, where'd he come from? Ron Fellows in that 81 having a top 10 run on an oval. Mighty consistent here in 2004 so far as Adam Petty continues to lead here at Darlington with Shauna Robinson in the 2nd position. Great job for all them, and how about Dale Jr. there running 4th? That's good start to see for him too.
Robinson looks to have a run off the corner here. Petty gets the Adam stripe, or the Darlington stripe there, as Robinson works to his inside. Here comes Newman trying to follow him through as well, although it looks like Newman's going to get held up by the 45 there a little bit. So Shauna Robinson going to lead her first laps here at Darlington, get those 5 bonus points, and take the lead in that Penske Pontiac. A woman's never won a Nextel Cup race. Could Shauna Robinson change that today?
I don't know. She's got a long way to go, but she's looking pretty stout so far. Meanwhile, we got side-by-side action. Adam all the way back to the 6th position as Ron Fellows gets past him, and Fellows' teammate Michael Waltrip there as well. So 3 DEI cars in the top 6 right now. Shauna continues to lead with her teammate Ryan Newman behind her.
Robinson still leading, but she has been caught by her teammate Ryan Newman. We go on board with Newman here. Newman won the most recent race here at Darlington. That was the Southern 500 back in August, or September rather, as Robinson gets the wall there off of turn 2, allowing her teammate Newman to take the lead here. And Earnhardt Jr. going to follow him through as well. We also want to talk about Jeff Green having a great run there in the 4th position for Team Lone Star, as Ron Fellows rounds out our top 5 here at Darlington. So can Newman go 2 in a row here at Darlington, or will the defending Nextel Cup champion Dale Earnhardt Jr. catch up to him? Earnhardt Jr. gets a great run through turns 1 and 2 and looks in that clean air on the inside of Newman here. Nobody gets a stripe off of 2 there. Everybody manages to hold on with their loose race cars right now. Robinson has now settled into that 3rd position behind the defending Nextel Cup champion. And we got a problem here. Ward Burton off the pace here. Is that going to bring out the yellow flag? And it looks like it will. He's going to roll to a stop here nowhere near the pit entrance. Yellow flag is out. Ryan Newman still leading, and we're hearing that may end this race here at Darlington Raceway.
Yeah, not a lot of laps left. Newman may just have to follow that Pontiac pace car around, and he'll have his 2nd win in a row at Darlington.
Pace car heading onto the track now, and we see Jeff Green there pulling to the inside there. Problem for Green, so he will not get the 4th position. That goes to Ron Fellows as Ryan Newman follows the pace car back for his 7th career Nextel Cup win, his 2nd in a row at Darlington Raceway. Take a look at the results. Great run for Shauna Robinson. Adam Petty, the pole sitter, gets 7th position. And looking at the Nextel Cup standings, Rusty Wallace continues to lead. Michael Waltrip up to 2nd. And the 3 Evernham cars run 3rd through 5th.